Horror stories. I know you've heard them. It's true of all booming US cities, and Denver's no different. When real estate comes up, one of the first things you're going to hear is, it's so expensive. And usually it's accompanied by a tale of how some little vacant plot of land sold for $700,000 over asking price. And it's true, we've seen tons of appreciation the past few years, but it's so expensive. What does that actually mean? So today we're going to cut through the spookiness and just go to the data, because that's what really matters. We're going to look at average home prices in the greater Denver area. This includes the entire Denver metro, which is 11 counties, Denver County of course, but then also Adams, Douglas, Arapahoe, all the way up to Boulder. It's a fairly large area that encompasses what people are usually talking about when they say living in Denver. If you want more specific stats for like a hyper-localized, very specific area, just let me know. It's a matter of sending one email, and I promise I can handle it. As always, I will put my contact information below. And one more thing, we're actually going to look at median prices here rather than average. So when I say average, I'm actually meaning median. And one of the reasons I like using median is because it controls for outliers, right? If you're doing average and it's just averaging all the numbers out, then things get skewed when a Nuggets player sells a penthouse for $38 million or whatever. So median, we're going to look at what's right in the middle. So first thing we're going to look at is detached homes. This is your classic single-family freestanding house. And in the Denver metro at the time of this recording, the median sale price for a detached home is $575,000. Yeah, it's a lot for a median sale price. But when a lot of people see that, what they say is, oh gosh, I need to have $575K just to buy a house? No. You might, depending on what you want, but let's remember, median right in the middle. So if the median's 575, that means half of the homes sold in Denver are under that price. Next, we're going to look at attached properties. So this, as you can probably guess, is everything else. Townhomes, condos, duplexes, that type of thing. And a lot of these townhomes and duplexes these days are living more like single-family homes. So for a first home or for investments or something, those are things I recommend looking at because you can get a lot of the perks of a detached single-family home while not paying as high a price. Because the median sale price for an attached home in Denver at the time of this recording is $380,000. Way less. Now the reason there's such a big difference is attached properties generally appreciate at a little slower rate than detached properties, but also think about it. When you're living in a townhome or a condo, on average, those are just going to be smaller than a single family home. You can find some big old duplexes or condos, believe me, but on average, they're going to be smaller, so that's one of the reasons that the price is quite a bit lower. But when you look at $380,000 for a median, that doesn't look so bad. So this is one of the reasons, like I said before, it can be a great investment or a great first-time home for a lot of people. It is a great way to get into home ownership if you don't have a boatload of cash, and then start building equity and reaping all of the rewards of home ownership that way. So that's Metro Denver. But I bet you're wondering, what if we look at just the city of Denver itself? What if we want to be living in Denver proper? Median detached single-family home price in Denver is $614,000 versus $575,000 for the metro area. And for attached, it's $412,500 rather than $380,000. Reasons for this are obvious. There's just less space, there's less area to go or to grow when you're in the middle, so those prices are going to come at a premium. Now the next question. Prices are high now, and as I mentioned, we've seen record appreciation. When, if ever, will house prices drop? Are they going to drop? Are they going to keep going up? What about a housing bubble? Prices have gone up so fast, they're all selling for over asking. It's got to be a bubble, right? So first thing on the bubble question, because we hear about this a lot, is this a housing bubble? Is it going to burst like it did in 2008? Well, if we look back at 2008 and all of the hardships that happened there aren't the same factors present in the housing market right now that there were back then. A lot of those factors have to do with lending, what's going on there with mortgages, but one key factor we look at in real estate is supply. Because supply and demand, right? It's the baseline of all economics, as far as I know. I didn't take econ past freshman year of college. But if demand stays the same and supply goes down, those prices are gonna go up. And if demand stays the same and supply goes way up, then prices are generally gonna go down. And in real estate, our supply is active listings on the market. So in 2008, active listings in the Denver metro area peaked somewhere above 26,000. Right now, we're at 3,971. Yeah, not at all the same. A bubble bursting is unlikely because right now there's no bubble. There's still a ton of pent-up demand from buyers and not enough active listings to serve that demand. But eventually things are going to catch up. So what can we expect? Well, on a short-term level, seasonally, we can expect a slight decrease in sold prices between Labor Day and Christmas. That's when the market just slows down, and we have seen that this year in 2021. And then we'll see new listings and more closings picking up again in spring. A long-term drop in home prices is very unlikely. What's more likely is that we'll see a gradual cooling off from the red-hot bidding war Denver real estate market of the summer of 2021, and we will see more measured, slow, but still very strong appreciation for the future. So that's where we're at. And if you are someone thinking of buying and you're saying, hey, I would like to find one of those half of all the properties under $575,000, I did a video on 3 cheap neighborhoods to live in Denver that you should check out. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we will talk soon.